Okay, there we go.
Is that an industry thing?
What's an industry thing?
Clap?
Do you not clap for your pod? You gotta clap.
What do you use to edit this thing?
I use Premiere Pro.
Bro, I mean, yes, that's the right thing to do is clap, but do you do auto sync?
Yeah, but you do the clap to make the auto sync easier.
For a program that auto syncs for you?
Yes.
No,
what are you not getting, Chris? This is how you pod.
Bro, this is the same technology that like is driving cars on its own right now. You don't have to clap for it, bro. It's doing it for you.
I don't think you understand. I average 400 views on YouTube, and one video has like 2,000 views, and the rest have 2. So I'm doing pretty well with this. I know what I'm doing.
What happened to our last episode? You texted me.
It did pretty well.
Oh, I didn't follow up. I only saw it like the day or two after you posted it, and you messaged me, and you go, hey, man, sorry about the views. It's usually not like this.
Oh.
And I was like, I wouldn't know, but okay.
Because I fucked up. My whole YouTube download situation fucked up. So my YouTube views for that got a little fucked in the beginning. But we're good now.
Now we're back. That's pretty good.
Oh, this is fantastic.
Dude, it's great, right? Dude, I fucking bit the bullet. I was like, I drink fucking beer, and I drink tequila, and I drink whiskey, and then I just...
Cheers to this.
I got into this shit. Now I'm a little canned cocktail seltzer boy.
Oh my god. Well, let's be clear. You've also been collaborating a lot with Max Spinelli, which I think plays a factor in all this.
Dude, somebody recently asked me, this girl I like went out with on like a second date, and I like mentioned that I have a gay brother, and then she like found me on Instagram. She was like,
you said you had a gay brother. She found you on Instagram.
Just
that's impressive.
Things. Yeah.
How'd she
with
do
that little bit of information? But she, dude, she goes. Oh, I saw some of the videos. Is that your brother? You do those sketches with? I fucking love Max. I love making fun of him.
Oh, is he? I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, he's not.
I mean, I've never sat him down and been like, tell me every penis you may have touched. You know, but like, I know he like dates chicks and stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
How come every time I come on the show, we start naming names? He's different though. He's a buddy. He's just close.
Max is a friend of the pod.
Yeah.
I don't have to censor his name out like I have to do all the other. Max was on.
Yeah.
Right before I got my what's it called?
Oh,
COVID vaccine.
I thought you were going to say the HIV prevention stuff.
No, well, he is an expert in that as well, I believe.
Bro.
Just as a hobby.
Dude, gay world shit is so funny, bro. I'm gonna fucking...
What is gay world shit?
Bro, my brother, he's never gonna see this. He'll fucking kill me if here it is. But
okay.
Dude, he fucking told me so I remember last time I was on, I was like, my brother's in Europe. Well, he's back. Okay.
He's back.
Yeah, he's back. The trip's over, right?
Wait, the trip's over? I thought it was a lifestyle.
It was like he was away for like 3.5, close to 4 months. So there was like a time limit on it.
Oh, I thought he was just
like moved
gaying.
for like. Well, he was. And here's the epilogue. Here's the epilogue. Wait, is that after? Yeah, the epilogue's after.
No one listening to this is an English major by any means.
Well, the part 2. So he's back. Okay, I'm hanging out with him the other night, smoking a joint, and he goes, yeah. So I went to the doctor, and he's like futzing around something on the table. He's like, I've gonorrhea. Hopefully, it's not like the crazy like super gonorrhea.
Which
and
is
I
a
was
thing?
like, I didn't know that was a thing. Mm-hmm. And I was like, that sucks. I was like, is that the first time you've had it? And he looks at me. He's like, grow up.
If you're gaying to the level of gay he is, which is a pretty professional level of gay,
highly professional,
this has to be a run-of-the-mill thing.
I didn't know that it was.
I think
until now. Yeah. And then here's where it gets silly and whatever.
Okay.
He goes, and it sucks because I'm supposed to go see this guy tomorrow, And I went to the doctor earlier today, and she's like, you know, you have gonorrhea. And he's like, I really want to hook up with this guy. But she was like, you only have it in your mouth and your ass. So, like, I think I can top.
Oh, boy. My dad has turned off this app.
Mr. Apple, I'm just trying to introduce you to a new world. New kind of a world.
Oh, he's fine. He's doing okay.
He told me too. My brother told me he was like bargaining with the doctor. He's like, okay, but like if I just topped, that would be fine, right? I wouldn't pass the gonorrhea. And she's like, yeah, I guess technically. And I said to my brother, I was like, how about just take a break altogether for like a few days?
You could still be gay and not have sex.
Yeah, like you're not gay if you stop.
Go, if you want to keep up this level of gay, go out, buy a new comforter. I don't know. Buy some new linens if you want to remain to the level of gay you are and not have sex.
It's hardcore, dude.
Go see Wicked.
Bro, put it this way. Like, I have like a nice like cheese board for like charcuterie and like I like to have people over and stuff. Like, I like cook and shit. Bro, my brother doesn't even have like a kitchen table, and in his shower he's got like a butt, like to clean your butt, like a butt douche. Like that's just
he's
like
frat boy gay.
Yeah, without the frat boy vibe, but yeah, you're just like
I got you.
He's like a frat boy gay if he had a show on Bravo. You know what I mean? He's like on Bravo.
Now, can I be honest? That's a show I'd watch. Are you into reality?
Bro,
are you a reality TV guy?
Me?
Yeah.
Certain ones.
Oh.
I like the dark realm stuff.
The darknet market of reality?
Well, I mean, they're on mainstream TV, but like did you ever watch Lost in Transition?
No. Oh. Wait, what's it? Chris, what? I wanted to ask if you watched Selling Sunset. I'm 3 episodes into the new season.
Bro.
What the fuck is this?
I think they only had 1 season. There was like talk of them doing another one. Bro, it's about families, some with kids, and the ones that don't have kids, like they're like older, like much older. And they are men who realize they're a bunch of Jenners. Like they're like these men who realize that they have been women their whole lives, trapped in a man's body.
Okay.
And you watch the turmoil of these families. You are so torn about who you are mad at and who you feel bad for. Bro, it is...
What channel is this?
I think it was on TLC.
This...
Wait,
TLC will do.
Oh, TLC is the darkest channel that shrouds it in like... just exploring different people. And it's like, get the fuck out of here. You got dwarves, the overweight, the hoarders, the
1,000 Pound Sisters. Did you watch 1,000 Pound Sisters?
I see the clips. I can't watch it for too long.
Yes, you
can.
Get horny. No, you can. And that's the best part.
I get horny. It's too hot. I love it, dude. They're so big. I just want to jump on there.
So big. Everything. The foreheads even.
Bro, as long as I can get my schwanz inside between two warm... Bro,
you spent some time in gay German bathhouses, I could tell.
Yas.
Oh.
I was about to say C, but that's Spanish.
Which you've also been in Spanish gay bathhouses, which would have been acceptable.
Barcelona. Wait, I'm going to find out what channel is on. Lost in...
We also have a computer I never use.
Technology.
I have a computer I never use.
Lost in Transition. Yeah, and then you could do like picture... Do you do like ever like do like videos? Like throw up videos?
No, here's the thing. I'm lazy.
Right. Forgot about that.
Because if I put up a video here, I'm gonna have to put it on the YouTube video, and that's a whole. I gotta download an add-on to Premiere.
A picture-in-picture. Yeah.
You got a good setup. You got the TV in between you and your co-host.
Yeah, we got the 3-camera setup. It's a lot. It
that's
takes
pretty good.
More to edit the episode than it does to fucking set it up or to record it.
That's why. Oh yeah, this is way. This is enough work for me. Lost in Translation? No, Lost in Transition.
Right.
I was going to break down Lost in Translation. The fantastic film from 2003. That's not what we're looking to do. If we want to do that, we can do it.
Fuck out of here, Bill Murray. Wait, was that him?
I think so.
Yeah.
Lost in Transition. Okay. It's got 1 season? From 2018?
Bro, this show was wild, dude. Like, you just watch these people, like, essentially, like, try to be their best truth, but, like, also abandon the responsibilities of their families.
Follow four couples during the most trying time in their marriages, where in each relationship, the wife has recently found out that her husband has grappled with his gender identity for years.
Bro.
Glaring problem already.
Out the gate.
Why is it only husbands?
Well, maybe we'll see if they do a season 2, what's in store, but they've been keeping us hanging, have me waiting in the wings here for 4 years now.
Yeah, what's going on with the families? No, that's Big Ed. What's going on? Is there no new episode? There might not be no new episodes. We're going to have to... Okay. Those aren't the shows.
There's another one, the one Love After Lockup.
Love After Lockup, I've watched
with
a
that.
time or two.
Yeah, that's a good one. I feel like I'm forgetting one. Do you fuck with the British Baking Show?
I don't.
I need more stakes. I can't do just like people just like calmly just baking. I mean, I know sometimes they cry, but like
I get the appeal because it's the one reality show that like is very level. There's
right.
no extremes.
Right. It doesn't peak. It stays like monotone across the way.
Right. No one's at the worst. They're like, oh yeah, it's pretty good.
Right. Right. Yeah, that's I need like I need like a fire kitchen. You know, it's a great reality show and it's more of a game show, I guess. But Chopped, that to me is like it's like the most basic rudimentary rules. Secret ingredient, 3 courses.
Yes.
Please the judge. You could do that. That show should never come off the air. Like, I could watch that all fucking day.
See, I never got into Chopped, but I was a huge Hell's Kitchen guy growing up.
Okay.
Were you a Hell's Kitchen guy?
I don't fuck with what's his name. I'm like,
you don't fuck with Ramsay.
I mean, I like seeing him be mad, but I'm just like, you're a douche.
Oh, yes, but that's the thing. He's a douche. He takes his job way too seriously, and I love that as someone who doesn't work for him.
Right. But did you ever see like him did you ever see like the videos where people do the side-by-sides of like Gordon Ramsay reacting to a child lighting a souffle on fire
yes.
and then like how he reacts to an adult doing it?
Yeah, like he's calling people cunts, and it's like...
It's different from where I'm from. I can say cunt.
But it's over someone like cutting carrots. It's like you didn't have to call him a cunt over carrots.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you're a chef.
Well, chefs are all bent.
They really are.
Oh, yeah. Chefs not too far off from comedians, like in terms of just like being generally pretty bent.
I think they're even more twisted than comedians.
Yeah, well, their job, depending upon where they work, like they may not even like there's like the more like soberish ones that are probably doing like creative food, and then there's like just like people who just work in kitchens and just like do hard drugs and like party and like work hard, play hard.
And I'm a big Matty Matheson fan. Are you a Matty Matheson
Who's
fan?
that?
Oh, you don't know Matty Matheson?
No.
He used to be a big Vice guy. He's this big, fat Canadian chef with all tattoos.
Okay.
Now he has a show with Benny Blanco on YouTube.
I've seen that guy.
Where they make stuff. It's fun. But he used to be a drug addict and now he's sober. But he still has drug addict energy.
Well, they never lose that. That's always there.
Really?
Who have you known? Do you ever know somebody who was like really on like hard drugs and did it a lot to the point where you were like, hey man, I think you got a problem, and then see them get sober and then them not still be a little
Well, they
kooky-eyed?
get very boring, I've experienced. But also, everyone I know did pills. They weren't really cokeheads. I grew up with a lot of pills.
Right.
Pills were
Pills
big.
blend into society more.
Pills really blend into society.
You can blend that into the society more. Sometimes you can get addicted to drugs that your doctor's giving you a script for.
Some would say most of the country.
I am definitely one of those people.
Ooh, you're a pills guy.
Adderall, baby.
Yeah, not really the pills I was talking, but yes.
Yeah.
Adderall seems to be accepted.
Well, yeah, because it's like a white collar drug, and like everyone's got ADD. But I definitely got ADD.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude.
You're slinging Xeroxes and you're too focused on the specifics.
No, ADD. Well, It's weird. I'm actually reading a book about it because I didn't realize how bad I had it until I started reading this book.
You have so much ADHD. You're focused on a book about ADHD.
Bro, it's crazy because there's things that I'm reading. Because, like, when I was younger, like, your parents took me to, like, a neurologist. Like, we're just like, the kid's, he's a good kid, but he can't sit still.
Right.
Bro, anything that would happen that I'm like, this is boring. Like, if remotely, I'm like, this is boring. I lose it focus.
Of course.
Like, I need, like, severe regiment, like, stuff. I have, like, they call it, like, hyper focus or whatever.
Okay.
Like, I could be, like, in the middle of, like, whatever. I don't know. Like, this happened the other day. I was supposed to go to the gym, and I had an idea. So then I, like, went over and started, like, working on the idea. And then, like, an hour and 15 minutes later, I'm, like, down some rabbit hole about an idea that I'm probably never going to bring to stage. And I didn't go to the gym. And now I'm, like, late for some meeting I got to be at. And it's just, like... And I wasn't even, like, doing it on purpose. I was like, I'll do this for, like, 15 minutes quick.
Right.
And then I'll be... And I'm, like, next thing you know, it's, like...
Wait, what was the idea?
This joke about I actually did end up doing it. It did not work out, but it's basically about the premise is that like a lot of people think like if you suck your own dick, it like could be kind of gay, which like I get, but I'm like, but what if we lived in a world where we had like really tiny like guys had really tiny T-Rex arms and long necks, and all you could do is suck your dick? Then I don't think it's gay anymore.
Okay,
and now I explore the world of what that looks like.
So, I'm just curious. What did you do for an hour and 15 minutes with that idea?
Like just
draw it out?
Like, well, I did draw a picture of it.
Okay.
and then I like wrote out like a bunch of scenarios of like this new world. Like for example, like the bases would be different, right? Because like hand jobs are now the new blow job because we can't get down there with our tiny arms.
Right.
So it's like you and me be hanging out and you're telling me your trials and tribulations of like hanging out with your girl or whatever. And you're like, bro, this girl will not stop trying to suck my dick. It's like, who's going to suck my dick better than me? Just get down there and start jerking me off. I want to come on those hands. Like, it's like a new world, you know?
No. I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, but
because,
I love it.
But you know what I'm saying, though, right?
You basically are incorporating their giraffe T-Rexes.
Right, but it's focused on
sexual,
right, because then it's also
pleasure.
Like right, because then the bases change. It's like first base, making out; second base, blowjob; third base, hand job. Like fuck yeah!
I understand
dude.
what you're saying. That the hands are more intimate now,
right? Because I can't jerk myself off. I suck myself off all day with this long neck.
I hear you.
You know?
No, I completely understand. How this took up your entire day is kind of is what's interesting to me.
It's ADD, dude. I'm telling you.
No, I understand that. I understand if you're like making calls about Xeroxes and then that idea comes in and you're like, yeah, that would be crazy. And then you went back to make calls for Xeroxes. For you to drop everything and said this idea needs to be explored. Jeff Bezos put less effort into the concept of Amazon than you did to this idea.
Yeah, dude. But like, and that's the thing. And I used to, when that shit would, since I've read this book, I used to be like, I'm just like a different kind of person, and I just get caught up. And I used to be like, oh, you know, I'm like a weird like savant. And then I'm just like, I'm reading this book. I'm like, no, that's ADD. I didn't know that was ADD because back in the day they just gave you the Adderall and they're like, he'll be fine. There's no like, here's some skills. To like
here's ways to work around
work the ADD to your advantage and disadvantage, right? Like the hyper focus definitely helps sometimes. Like I like for my day job, like I can close a deal like pretty quickly. Like my boss is always like, he's like, you're really good at closing deals, but I wish you were more motivated. And I'm like,
you're like, I'm extremely motivated. Do you have time to hear about long necks and no arms?
Now, do you think it's gay to suck your own dick? Like, I'm like, because let me tell you a way it's not.
I know everything about fax machines. Everything. Do you know anything about long necks and no arms?
Have you tried?
I drew up this concept. Do you have a minute?
Yeah, it's my drawing of the new man.
Do you have to send NDAs to like prospects before you talk to them.
What's that?
A non-disclosure agreement.
Like we're not going to say nothing like that
Just
goes on here?
Right.
No.
Okay.
I've never had to do that.
I was gonna say next time you have to send one over, slip that drawing in.
I'll just slip it into a proposal.
Slip it into a proposal. And they're like, yeah, no, everything looks great. I noticed. Did you send over? Were you like a drawing of people with long necks and no arms performing fellatio on the stools? You're like, yeah. As a matter of fact, that's exactly what it was. And you're like, yeah. Any interest in that? There's no markup.
I'm not even here. This is a customer care visit. I'm not even here to sell you anything.
I'm not upselling. I'm not doing anything.
I just have questions.
Do you have any interest in hearing me out on this? Scientologists seem reasonable compared to you.
They probably didn't have as much ADD as me. That's why.
The concept of Scientology sounds like a guy exclusively who... He sounds like as he's coming up with the idea, he's getting sidetracked.
Bro, and here's the thing: I have no sympathy for like anybody. Like if somebody like was like, oh, I'm late, sorry, the ADD, or like someone's like, oh, I just have ADD. I'm like, no, I don't give a fuck. Like I'm not like I don't like when I say that. Like I'm never trying to be like, oh, feel bad for me, I have ADD. But I'm thinking about leaning into it because straight white guy who wants this. But I got an angle now. I'm the ADD comic.
Oh, you're the ADD comic? Yeah. You know who else is? Fucking everyone.
Yeah, but I'm gonna do like ADD jokes. It's gonna be all about the ADD.
Yeah, okay. You'll be the first ADD comic that shows up on time. No one fucking shows up on time. And everyone's like, why do comics do that? Because they're mentally unstable.
Yeah.
And they all have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, they're fucked.
Fuck, that was a splashback. Have you acted on that deal I sent you over?
On the what?
On the article I told you about with the two companies fighting in Hudson Yards.
You didn't send me an article. You just told me about
I just told you. To me, that's sending an article.
You copy and pasted a headline and sent it to me?
Yeah, that's really all the world does nowadays. We don't read articles. We just send headlines.
No.
Okay. I sent Hardy stuff about AMC stock because he loves AMC.
Wait, really?
Oh, do you not know this?
No.
Matt Hardy has an AMC shirt because he's so loyal to the AMC brand. And he goes 3 times a week because he's an AMC Stubs member.
3 times a week?
He goes to the movies 3 times a week.
So he's seeing a lot of repeats.
Nope. He sees every movie.
Yeah, but three movies a week times 4 weeks, that's 12 movies.
Yeah.
Do 12 new movies come out every month?
Yeah. Seems like it because he's doing it. And he's always seeing new shit. He'll see an art house flick. He'll see a big motion picture. He'll see Fast 9. He saw Fast 9. He'll see anything.
Why does he work there?
He just is passionate about the brand. And he loves film. He loves old Hollywood and like movies. He's writing scripts every day. He's writing like 9 scripts.
Does he work?
Oh, you clearly don't know anything about Matt Hardy.
Oh, so he's as weird and mysterious as I think he is.
Oh.
I've met him and had conversations with him, but never been like, so what's your interworkings of your life like?
You don't know 10%. I was going to say the half of it. You don't know. I learn stuff every time he comes over.
Oh, dude, I know dudes like that. There's a dude that I took like improv classes with and was on an improv team with and worked on like multiple projects with outside of all of that, and I've never seen where he lives.
You just described him in the most improv way possible. I was in an improv class and an improv team and multiple projects outside and
like just insane shit. And like and I one time I like said to him, is my buddy Matt, and I was like, hey dude, I'm going to take a guess at what I think your fucking apartment looks like. You have like either like a cot or a mattress on the corner of the floor.
Okay.
A couple of loose weights, because, like just like maybe like a barbell and a bench, and then some books and like a desk and a kitchen with a coffee table, and you have like just enough utensils and shit that you need to live. And it's like it basically looks like an assassin's apartment. And he was like, pretty much. And every time we do stuff, I'd be like, hey man, like instead of writing, I can go to your place. He's like, nah. We'll just meet somewhere. Let's do your place. It's cool.
But you didn't end up going to
You want another one?
Yeah, dude. Thanks, man. This is sick. Cacti. They don't sponsor. No one sponsors. We don't have enough downloads.
Nope.
You didn't end up going to the fucking horse race.
No, but our text message exchange had me fucking dying, bro.
So there's very little. Ooh, so you texted me that you were gonna go harness race gambling,
Right.
at the Meadowlands.
And I texted you because we talked about it on the last episode, and you were busting my chops about it. And I got excited, and I immediately, like, out of the blue, my friend texted me, my buddy from Staten Island, and he's like, bro, let's do some scumbag shit.
Yeah, and there was a lot that I wanted to ask about that, but I didn't want to ask over text because I knew next time you were on the pod, this would be good material.
Right.
So your buddy from Staten Island.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
We went to college together, and he's from Staten Island,
All right.
but now lives in Secaucus.
All right.
Which
Okay, my head spun there a little
lateral move, right?
bit. Somehow
Someone say
a
an
downgrade.
upgrade.
He's from Staten Island and moved to Secaucus?
Yeah, it's closer to his job.
What is his job? A FedEx driver in
Bro,
New Jersey?
he's like the head controller coordinator for like what's the Stop and Shop like grocery delivery like go Peapod, bro. He's
Why
like
do I know that?
bro.
I knew that quick.
Yeah, you knew that way quick.
That was
bro.
weird.
You have like the knowledge of like a fucking like a 45-year-old mom. Like you know everything that's on like cable and like you know all this cable shit. You're posting like The Bachelor all the time. You know about Peapod.
Yeah, I'm in menopause.
You are.
Yeah.
Every time you know all this like headline basic bitch shit,
Yeah.
and then I feel kind of dumb, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is like shit like my mom knows and like girls I graduated college.
Yeah, I
with
shouldn't
know.
know any of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
I think Matt Hardy's more normal than you.
1,000,000,000%. Wait, he moved? Wait.
Oh wait, okay, yeah.
wait.
He moved to Secaucus.
Okay, wait. He moved to Secaucus
Mm-hmm.
to be closer to his job, but his job is to disperse things.
Well, he's at the docks, like at the office and stuff.
How do you think groceries are delivered from the docks?
No, the loading docks, like for the trucks.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
mean like on like the ships.
I was like, how are the groceries getting in?
They sent them out on jet skis, little delivery jet skis.
Like even China's got groceries?
Yeah.
We're getting everything from them?
Yeah, no, from like the loading docks to the trucks and stuff. But what ended up happening was, so he moved there and whatever. So and closer to his job and shit. And like it's funny because he's very like family oriented, like a good Staten Island boy
Italian
is.
kid?
Absolutely.
Give me a last name. Don't give me a first name.
Lista.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's funny though because he has the accent and everything, but he's not like your like typical like rowdy gonna start a fight at a bar kind of Staten Island. Like he's very chill.
He's your typical move from Staten Island to Secaucus, Staten Island.
Right. Yeah, dude. Masters in finance.
From where?
Quinnipiac.
You went to Quinnipiac?
Yeah.
Dude!
You're so white. You got so excited about Quinnipiac.
You went to Quinnipiac?
Yeah.
Yo, you spent a lot of money on a nothing degree.
I know.
Yeah. My friend went to Quinnipiac. He's been selling fake debt relief packages to people. He's got a good job now. Shout out James Carcietta.
Dude, it was like the best school I got into, and that's why I went. I didn't even it wasn't even school where I was like, this place is sick. Like I was like,
I went to visit it. My mom's like, this place is gorgeous, and they're like, it's $55,000 a year. She's like, bro, fuck this shit. Going to a SUNY.
Going to a SUNY. Keeping it state.
Keeping it state. Yeah, Quinnipiac, gorgeous, but very trash people.
Dude, it's like the upper crust of the trash people. It's like Westchester, Connecticut, New York, Long Island, not like, at least when I was there, like not a lot of New Jersey, but some New Jersey. I feel like New Jersey people like kind of disperse all around.
I don't know.
They're all like just like smushed on top of each other in this little state, and they're just like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. The amount of people I meet like out, like bro, like within the first 2 weeks when I was in Australia, I bumped into an American at a bar, and I was like, oh, where are you from? He's like, New Jersey. I was like, great, bro, get the fuck away from me.
Yeah.
Like, I just got here. I don't need more of you.
It's the highest population per square mile.
Dense, right. But anyway, so he hits me up to go to do some scumbag shit.
Yeah, this all is adding up.
And he had to cancel because his job is like, especially like, it's like one of these jobs that's been booming since COVID, like double time. Bro, like, here's the thing. When back in the beginning of the pandemic, when we thought that like opening your door and there was like COVID particles just in the air, bro, he was like working every day. He was like, bro, I was like down in the docks with like a bunch of Haitian fucking Mexican dudes working with these fucking guys. Like, I probably got COVID like 5 fucking times.
That's very Quinnipiac to be working on the docks and be like, I don't know what they are, fucking Haitian, Mexican. Tell you what they are.
He knows them all by name, but he's not gonna start being like Savant, Rogel, like start listing all these fucking guys.
I got you.
But yeah, dude. So, but just like his position in the job, because he's like the fucking boss man over there. When the shit hits the fan, he's like, bro, I gotta go into the office. So that's what happened. So he's like, bro, I gotta cancel fucking the track. I can't go in. It's a fucking nightmare. I gotta go in. It was like a Saturday. He's like, I gotta go in there.
I can't go harness race gambling. I gotta watch these groceries be shipped out.
I can't go to Steve Sizzling Steaks.
No, that's not what was that the name of the place? Give me the name of because that was not the name of the place.
So this is part of what I assumed you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, this is a large part of what I wanted to talk about.
So immediately, for people listening, as soon as my friend is like, he's like, we're going to go to the harness racing. I'm like, I got to tell Rich where we're going. And I send you the text that I'm going. And then immediately after, he's like, Bo, should we like grab dinner or like something like that?
You fill me in on the dinner place.
And I was like, I said, yeah, I should. Yeah, I was like, where should we go? And I said, and he goes, should we go somewhere real trashy since we're trashing it up at the harness? I was like, hell yeah, bro. And he just starts rattling, like, bro, he didn't send me links, just starts rattling off names. 2 of which he goes, Steve's Sizzling Steaks. Sizzling,
I believe.
Sizzling, right.
It was Sizzling.
Yes.
Full Sizzling?
Steve's Sizzling Steak.
Okay.
Yeah, no N with the apostrophe.
That's what I thought it was.
Hey, we might be from Hudson County, but we could spell.
Hudson County, great place.
Sorry.
Few of the listeners are from there.
Don't hurt us, Hudson County. And then also he goes, or Biggie's Clam Bar.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you go, those aren't real places.
I didn't think they were real places.
And I didn't think they were either. And I texted my buddy, I go, bro, please tell me those places are real. He goes, bro, 100%. It's a working man's bar.
It's a working man's bar, he said. Now, I'll be honest, a lot of this luster has been lost because he said I'm going to trash it up a bit. I thought he authentically recommended those 2 places.
Oh, he eats there. But he's not.
I'm sure. He works in the docks of Peapod. Yeah, I know he eats there. You don't have to explain to me that he eats there. He eats there.
But he's not the person who's there who's like, I'm taking my family out tonight for like a big meal. I say, we're going to Steve Sizzling Steaks. Like, he's like, yeah, we're going to go to this blue-collar joint where they got cheap drinks and get some steaks.
Now, is this a part of the... Obviously, I've never been to the harness racetrack.
Because you're not a man. Because you're a 45-year-old menopause woman.
I'll be honest with you.
The men are going to go out to the track. And
I'm going to watch fucking Bachelor.
Yeah.
You know what? Fair point.
Maybe you should invite Max over. He might want to watch fucking Bravo with you. You fucking.
I want to paint my nails too. Fair point. Tip of the cap to you. Tip of the cap. That was pretty good, Chris. I did smoke a cigar recently, and I thought, I was like, this is some pretty trash shit. But it was at the W Hotel in Miami. I was like, no big deal.
Cigars can go. Cigars are one of the things that I feel like span, like the class and unclass. Like cigars can kind of fall into both worlds. I feel like.
Let me ask you your opinion on this, because you're upper class trash.
Correct.
Which is a very interesting sect of trash.
Yeah. I love foie gras, but I also just love like a hot dog with like folded up Wonder Bread.
Yeah.
Around it with like some ketchup.
Yeah, that's garbage.
Hard times, I'm down.
Before you even go into that, how'd you like your hot dogs done? Like, how'd you like them prepared?
Like optimal of all time, or just like my favorite way they're cooked?
If you want a hot dog right, how would you prefer it to be cooked?
Like grilled, well done.
Okay. That's the correct answer. For those of you at home, that's the correct answer.
And if one of the best hot dogs I ever had is if you go to Rutt's Hut in Clifton, New Jersey, they deep fry the hot dog. They fry them, and they are so fucking good.
New Jersey has a lot of hot dog places.
And hamburger joints.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Okay.
You're not wrong on that.
How'd you like your hot dog, dressed? That is such a trashy way to...
How do you dress it?
Yeah, how do you dress your hot dog?
How do you take it?
That's so good.
Honestly, I consider myself like an amateur hot dog connoisseur, so I go all varieties. Like, I'll do a hot dog just mustard. I'll do a hot dog with the red saucy onions. I'll do a hot dog with ketchup and raw... bro.
But if we're going to a game, how would you like your hot dog?
Oh, at like a baseball football game?
Yeah.
I'll just throw it all on there. Some relish, mustard, ketchup.
You're a relish guy. All right.
And I mean, not a diehard, but I'm just like, I just paid like $10.50 for a fucking hot dog. I'm gonna put everything on it.
That's very garbage logic. The condiments are free. The hot dog's expensive.
I'm getting my worth. I'm getting what's mine. God damn it.
For those of you at home wondering what is the classy way to go about ordering a hot dog, sauerkraut mustard. That's the classy way to do a hot dog.
How is that the classy way?
That's
the German way to do a hot dog.
That's the classy way to do it. Listen,
that's
I
a
don't make
Nazi
the
way
rules.
to get your hot dog. So just for all you listeners out there. No, but I fuck with sauerkraut. I love sauerkraut.
I love sauerkraut. What was I going to say before that?
Yeah, we got so sidetracked.
So I'm smoking a cigar.
Oh, yes.
Which could be classy, could be trashy.
Correct.
It's at the W in Miami Beach, in South Beach.
Okay.
Classy.
Yes.
Flavor Flav was there. Where am I? Where do I fall in the trash spectrum?
So here's the thing. I may not be the best person to bounce this off of, only because I have not spent any real time in Miami. It's always been a pass-through city for me.
Okay.
However, the things I know about Florida as a whole and what I've heard about Miami, I think as long as you sort of like remained where you were, it was maybe not so classy while Flavor Flav was there, and then when he left, it became classy again. I think it's one of those types of...
Very nice. It was a very posh hotel.
But see, here's the thing, though. But here's the thing with class, and this is what's tough about it, because I don't disagree that what you're saying is classy, but also the W Hotel at South Beach, there's like a dude taking like a private helicopter to like Fiji right now to like sip. So like you're not classy.
Yeah,
like
class,
you're not. You're so like I could.
Class is
you
very
could go
subjective.
either way, right? Like I could paint a picture where what you just described to me, very classy, very music video classy.
Yeah,
it's rich classy, but it's not wealthy classy.
You're right.
And I think about this all the time. I find like the whole idea of being classy and not classy fascinating, because I don't think that it... Look, there are certain levels of echelon where like maybe money does play into it, but I think you could be like broke and be classy. Now, there's levels.
This is very... You just showed how much money you grew up with that sentence.
What do you mean?
You cannot be poor and classy. You could have poor class. There is a such thing as poor class.
Well, we should define what we're talking about classy, though.
What do you define as classy?
Like,
Wait, class is tough to define. It's a very situational thing to define.
I think it's based on how you carry yourself, choices you make, like how you like put yourself together, how you want to present yourself like out in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like I know people who I've hung out with people who have lots of money that act extremely fucking trashy.
Yes.
So watch the Housewives. Like, they lack class to me. Like, they might have money. They might have all the money, but
Correct.
the yelling and the fighting and the this
Garbage.
that lacks class. That has no class.
I will agree.
Whereas I could see 4 Dominican guys in Washington Heights. I mean, I don't know how much money they have, but probably not a shitload. And they're sitting there playing dominoes. They're put together. They got their little button-up short-sleeve shirts on. One of them smoking a cigar, and they're playing a classy game of fucking street dominoes. I don't look at them and go, they lack class.
Everything you just described is garbage. The entire scenario. Every street dominoes, short sleeve button down, garbage.
But like put together, really?
Yes.
So, but see, that's crazy to me because that's also like weird, like cultural shit. Like I don't know. Like, of course, if you're gonna compare. Like, because I'm also thinking about like behavior too. You have like 4 guys playing like a gentleman's game of this game that they've probably played like their whole fucking life.
Most likely.
And like they're not acting wild or being ridiculous or bothering anybody. Like, I don't know. Like, to me, like that's classier than like watching like 7 women drunk on white wine and fighting. Despite how much money.
I understand what you're saying. Both are trash, but different types of trash.
I guess that's a way to look at it.
The women should be held to higher standards.
Well, unfortunately, they're held to higher standards than those 4 fucking dudes playing dominoes.
Like, for them, it's trash, but that's like, it's just what you grew up around.
Right.
I eat beef jerky. That's garbage. But that's just that's just what I am. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right. I guess I try to, yeah.
For Bezos to eat it, it's also, but like you shouldn't be eating beef jerky. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right. But yeah, I guess maybe my class thing is definitely based, the money thing, I guess it depends on what money bracket you're in. You know what I mean? Because like, to your point, somebody saving money and going to South Beach to the W Hotel and having a nice fucking relaxing time, get some good dinners, hang out, go to the beach.
Very classy.
Smoke an $8 cigar or something. Keep it classy. You know, you don't have to. You could do that same trip and be trashy.
Very possible.
Flavor Flav was there, right?
He was there.
So like,
he's very much there.
So, but like, yeah, I guess that's tough. I guess maybe the next level is like, it's really just classy is like, for me, it's like your behavior based on the hand that you have. Your choice.
That's a gigantic factor in this.
Right.
Like, I'm trash. If I act trashy, it's still trash. To be expected, though. The trash isn't amplified. Does that make sense? Trash can be amplified.
Right, okay, so yes, like between if the domino guys were being loud, obnoxious, rude, spitting, throwing beer bottle, being like
that adds
then
to
between
the
women and them, people would probably consider them more trashy than them because they have the money status bullshit.
I personally would equate them, but yes, most people would say they're more trashy than the women on TV. But I would equate them.
Of being equally trashy. Agreed. I'm talking in the broad spectrum of the fucking pawns and the sheep out there in the world. Right.
As many are. Yes.
But to like maybe bring all this back around because like a theme of me coming on the show is like you talking about how trashy I am. I actually like there are like I think like I made the joke before. Like I equally love like going to like a nice like restaurant to get like something like bone marrow or like a squat, like something wild and like expensive.
Bone marrow is good.
So fucking good with the garlic, and you scoop. I went to a place the other night where they have the special spoons to like take it out of the thing with the crostinis. Bro, I spent so much money to eat that. I didn't need to spend that money. It was so fucking good though, and I loved it. But I will also like do like rent a car and drive out of my way to go to Clifton to go to Rutt's Hut to get that one of those like deep fried hot dogs at the same time.
But you'll rent a car to do that?
I've rented a car or like done the Uber or get somebody who's got a car. I've done different stuff.
That's classy. Renting a car to get trash food. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Not bad.
The money has been shown. You've rented a car to get this garbage food.
Right.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now let me ask you this. What is what would you say is a classy, growing up, what was a classy restaurant? It's someone's birthday. Where were you going to eat?
It's someone's birthday. Where are we going to eat? I mean, well, because like growing up, my parents didn't have money until I was older. So at the time, like,
interesting.
Up until I was like maybe like going into like the 5th grade, 6th grade, like was when like it was like moving on up, like type of deal.
Very much like the Jeffersons.
Yes. Same skin tone.
A lot of
everything.
people. The Metcalfes and the Jeffersons.
My dad's balding and has a mustache.
Yeah.
Not even close.
No.
But like growing up, it was like it would be like, where do you want to go out to eat? And it would be like going out like Hibachi was like a big deal. Like where you're like, whoa, like he's doing the tricks, he's doing the whatever. Yeah. But now, if I said to my dad, "Hey, Dad, it's my birthday or it's whoever's birthday, we should go to Hibachi," he'd like wouldn't be all that psyched about it.
Hibachi is a classic, classy trash restaurant type.
But that's a big deal for somebody, right? We're gonna get Chinese food. It's Japanese. It doesn't. It's got the tricks. They're doing tricks.
It's an onion volcano. It's onions, and they put a thing in it. Look,
bro, I am so sick of the hibachi tricks at this point. Like you would think
sick of them.
You would think at this point that they would have come up with new ones, but it's like every hibachi place across the country. We have not evolved out of the onion volcano. We haven't evolved out of like the egg roll and like making the like. Come on, guys, can we up the ante here a little bit? Is there just like a playbook for every Japanese chef that gets off the plane that comes to America?
I do understand what you're saying, but at the same time, I need you to lower your expectations. They're not illusionists, you know. If David Blaine picked up hibachi chefing, yes, I agree. They should be held to a higher standard of tricks. But for the time being, let the guys just make the onion volcano, okay? If Chris Angel starts picking up the tongs, yes, they can be held to a higher standard. But for now, let these guys learn English, and until then, let them just flip a shrimp in your mouth.
There was one guy that did a funny joke that I have ordered this dish just in hopes that another hibachi chef would do it.
What's the dish?
Well, you know how they're like, do you want like what you pick your protein?
Right.
So the surf and turf.
Okay.
Because the trick requires a lobster shell. And the guy, he did this funny, it was a quick little funny joke, and it stuck with me. I saw it so long ago. I was like a little kid, and he didn't even take the fucking lobster out of the shell yet. And you know how like lobster shells, when they're cold, they're kind of like curled a little bit, like when they're removed from the body. Like they don't just like lay flat, you know?
I've never seen a cold lobster tail.
See, that's trashy.
I know.
That's trash.
I know. No, I'm aware.
Well, see, yeah, okay.
No, it's trash.
But at the same time, what about like a dock worker who's like, yeah, we used to scoop lobsters up all the time. I see them.
You're right. That's also trash.
That's also trash.
Yeah.
We used to take the ones that were too small. We weren't supposed to take them.
You're right. When it comes to lobster tails, it really forks.
It's a tough one.
It's really tough to distinguish.
Anyway, he took the fucking lobster tail and he put it and he like looked at everybody because they do this stuff where like when they're putting like the soy sauce and like the sauces, he goes, Japanese ketchup, and they like say all those like little jokes about what the sauces are.
Right.
He like took like the lobster tail and it was like curled up and he started pushing it with the thing.
Okay.
And when he pushed it, it would like flatten down and like come up and still had the tail, and he'd go, Shamu. He was like making it crawl on the thing.
That's fun.
I was like, that's hilarious.
That's fun.
And it's like frying on the thing as he's doing it. And I'm always like, some other hibachi guy is going to do the Shamu trick. Nobody. Just that one guy.
Was it a, what's it called? Benihana?
I've never been to a Benihana.
It's pretty classy.
Right? Only local owned hibachis.
Hibachi's trash, but never going to a Benihana? That's pretty good.
Now, I'll tell you something that's trashy. Because, like, you know how I said, like, sometimes, like, some trashy shit's fun, right? Going to the fucking racetrack, right?
Most trashy shit's fun.
Which is
Let's
why
get
it's
this
trash-
out there.
Right, yeah.
Most, if not all, trashy shit is fun.
Yeah, dude.
Let's get this out in the open.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, trashy shit's fun.
Trashy shit's fun.
Yeah. Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't mean to shit on anybody who is into these trashy things that we're talking about.
I'm not here.
I'm doing them.
I grew up with it. I encourage it. But just know what you are. That's my thing. Know where you fall in society.
So, dude, one thing I did, this was like years ago, like when I was probably like 23, 24 when I lived in LA for a year, and I worked for this like shitty production company, and they were like, we're going to take you guys out, like a company outing.
Okay.
And they thought like it would be fun to ironically go to medieval times. And now, before going, it didn't help that I didn't like the people that I went with, other than my one close friend who I was there with, living there and working there with.
Right.
I went into it very optimistically. Like, I went like really young as a kid, and I was like, I like Cable Guy. This is gonna be fun. Like, let's fucking.
You were a comedy snob back then. You're like, I like Cable Guy, so I believe I will.
Oh no, Cable Guy I hated it when it first came out because I was an Ace Ventura, Dumb and Dumber mask, and I'm like, what is this?
Okay.
Yeah. I hated it then, and then when I got older, I liked it. But anyway, so like we go, and I'm like, this is dog shit. Everything about this is dog shit.
Oh,
I
really?
hate this. Isn't fun to me. I don't like this ironically. I don't like this. Like, this is so bad it's good. No, I don't fuck with that shit.
Okay.
I think it's like that's a level of trash that I can't even like get down with.
Yeah.
Like, good kudos to you if you want to do that. Like, again, trash it up. But that's like a level of classlessness that I'm just like, I'm never doing that. I'll never do that like in a fun, jokey way ever.
Yeah, that's how I know you grew up with that whole story, because I went with school to medieval times. And I was like, this is unbelievable.
When I was younger, as a kid, I thought it was unbelievable.
Even now, if I went, I'd be like, wait, what are we doing here?
I don't think you would.
You don't think I would?
I think you'd be psyched.
A turkey leg? No utensils? I'm expecting not to use utensils?
You know what it is, man? When you look around the people you're around, it's not, I don't know. Maybe I was with a bad batch. Maybe I was with a bad batch of people.
Let me also say, living in LA for 1 year is very trash. That's an extremely trash thing. Because it's like, listen, I had dreams and they are just not happening. So,
bro,
I'm giving up.
Well, it was a very interesting, two funny things about that. I lived there. I moved out there. I had like saved up not enough money and was like, didn't really know anybody and was like trying to be an editor or whatever. I had jobs, but they never paid enough. And I moved out there with a friend of mine. he ends up being like, fuck this, I'm out. I give up. I didn't leave because I wanted to. I was like, this place is sick, but I just ran out of money. I worked on a food truck. I had like multiple jobs. It was crazy. And my parents were like, basically like, look, if you want to work something out, we can like, loan you money or whatever. And I was like, I don't want to do, I don't want to do that. And at first I told them, I'm not sure, I don't know. And I was like, let me think about it. And I was working on this set, and this like flamboyant like set designer / makeup artist guy on set, like, a lot of cigarette breaks, a lot of chilling downtime on sets. I was just like a fucking like PA or something like that. And we were like bullshitting, and he goes, he's like, what's wrong with you? I was like I wasn't talking to anybody. And he's like, what's up with you? And I was like, I don't know, man. I'm like in my own fucking head. I was like, I think I might have to leave LA. I'm not sure what I want to do, because like I didn't really plan on leaving.
Right.
And he's like, well, what do you want to do? I was like, well, I'm trying to like be an editor and like work in the film shit. And he's like, where are you from? I was like, North Jersey, New York area. And he's like, please, I don't feel bad for you. I was like, why? And he's like, bitch, I'm from fucking Minnesota. I can't go home and do what I want to do here. You can go home and still do what you want to do.
It's a fair point.
That's what I said. I was like, thanks, flamboyant man. I was like, good point. I felt less bad.
Turned out to be your brother.
What's that?
Turned out to be your brother.
Yeah. He did live out there too with me for a while, but now I'm back here selling copiers, talking to you.
Okay, yeah. Your wife
so
did
it
not
worked
end up
out, flamboyant man.
drinking Dwayne Reed tequila sodas
made of cacti.
Did you get this from Dwayne Reed? Is this what you got?
Yeah.
I didn't know they could sell this in convenience stores. I thought you needed to be in a liquor store.
I think
it's
this
real
falls
tequila.
under the beer, but it still falls under like beer category.
What a
Soft
country.
drink. I know, right?
What a country this
Loopholes,
is.
baby.
Such loophole. Dude, I went to Dwayne Reed in Florida. It wasn't Dwayne. It was Walgreens, I should say. They had wine, beer. It's like whatever you want. I was like, this shouldn't be here.
This is not cool.
This is too much power, what you're giving people. This shouldn't be happening.
Bro, you know what pissed me off when I went to school, when I went to Quinnipiac in college? Dude, on Sundays.
I know exactly what you're going to say.
Right? I don't know if they still do this, but on Sundays, no liquor.
Yep. And they stopped selling liquor at what, 8 or 9?
Yeah, but you can still get it at grocery stores, and we would sometimes go to the grocery store because they didn't guard us, and they would put like a chain.
Yes, I've heard. I've seen.
Over.
Yep.
What?
It's the Puritan laws. Correct me if I'm not wrong here, but the women, like sorority houses can't exist in Connecticut because it's like 6 women or over is a brothel. They consider it.
Oh, maybe that is the case. I'm trying to remember if there was a sorority on our campus.
QU
there was
doesn't
only
have
frat. There was
QU
frats.
doesn't have sororities.
Right, they had frats.
Yep.
Fucking dorks.
UConn doesn't have sororities either. I really just said a statement that I've never researched. I'm pretty sure it's true.
The only people that get offended by that are sorority sisters from UConn. We do exist.
Of which there might be many. I don't know.
I doubt it.
I don't think you're real.
I doubt it. But also, not a huge fan of the frat boys from Connecticut either. It's like, for what?
Not great. I did go to UConn. They had a creamery on campus. They beat Quinnipiac in my mind.
I mean, yeah.
QU didn't have a creamery.
QU did not have a creamery.
They had a good hockey team that would not let me try out for them because I was that bad. No, I don't even show up. I was like, Aaron.
Bro, I was so that whole school, like when I went there, they had like just recently become D1, and I'll never forget, I was taking this journalism class, and the teacher had like a speaker come in, and our school like had recently been put out in some stat in some like Scholastic magazine that we were rated the most apathetic school in the country. Like,
interesting.
Like there was nothing political coming out of our school. No one had an opinion about nothing. They're all a bunch of rich white kids. You know what I mean? So this guy is like telling us, he's like, it's important if you're getting it into journalism, that like you must be informed. And he's like, Quinnipiac was just rated the most like apathetic school in the nation. Like, how does that make you guys feel? Like, doesn't that bother you? Like how does that make you feel? And I just raised my hand and I was like, honestly, I really don't care. The whole room fucking died.
Yeah.
And he was like, this is what I'm talking about. And I was like, I just helped you, bro.
Hey, you're welcome.
Yeah, it's like a heckler who thinks they're helping you. It's just like,
What if that guy went, you just graduated early? This guy gets what it's all about.
he gets what I'm saying. Yeah.
You don't have to work at a pea pod facility.
I'm going to tell you a story. Now, this is hearsay. Total fucking hearsay.
I do love hearsay.
But this
My
is
favorite type of say.
So I worked. It is my favorite type of say. I used to work at the Soho Grand Hotel.
Ooh.
Bartender.
Oh.
Vest, boat, the tie, the whole bit.
Right.
Cocktail bar, all that shit. A lot of celebrities in there. Got to meet some cool celebs. The only time I was completely starstruck and my brain, like I was bombing and wasn't even doing a set. I was bombing bartending because I met Dave Chappelle, but I didn't know he was at the hotel. And I was like cleaning a glass and I just heard, hey man, you think if I have a beer when I'm done working out, it'd kill me? And I was like, holy fuck, that's Dave Chappelle. I like knew it before I even turned around.
You pulled out your notebook.
And I was like,
was this as you were a comic?
this was before I think I had like maybe just started doing some improv. Like this was before I was even.
So you weren't a
I like
comic.
dipped. No, not at all. But I could, similar to how someone sings along with a song, I could say the entire second season of Chappelle Show.
I'm sure.
Like massive, unbelievably massive fan. Anyway, I digress. So a lot of bartenders that work at Soho Grand work at other places, and they work at real because it's like a bougie boutique hotel.
Right.
I knew bartenders that like worked at the Box and like worked at like Sapphire and like
so higher
some of
end
these
places.
like high end places that like people would like kill to work at. Like I'm talking
Right.
like these guys. I'm not gonna name names, but like the dude I knew who worked at the Box. He was like, dude, he's like, there would be times where like the third son of like a Saudi Arabian like oil tycoon would come in. He doesn't even drink, but he's just ordering the most expensive shit. He's surrounded by women and their bill is like 10 grand and then automatic gratuity plus what he throws around on top of it. He's like, those nights I'll go home with like 2 to 3 grand.
Insane.
I don't know what it's like now, but at the time, he was like, that's the type of shit you would have. He said one time Victoria's Secret did this modeling thing, this event at the Box. And I guess there's this upstairs area, and I think I don't remember. Oh no, it was Victoria's Secret, but it was like somehow attached to Leonardo DiCaprio's birthday.
Oh boy.
Right?
Here we go.
I fucking love Leonardo DiCaprio.
Love Leo.
Well, this might make you love him more because
Oh,
this
boy.
is what pushed me over the edge
Tell
to
me about
really
it.
love him. So, again, hearsay, but my friend told me basically, he was like, this party was like, all these models are there. It's like somewhat connected to his birthday. He shows up. He's got like jeans, a hoodie on, and like isn't like talking to anybody.
Classic Leo.
Yes.
Classic
Leo. Goes upstairs, orders like a bottle of something, and like doesn't want people like up there with him. He just wants to chill. And he's
Very
like
fair.
and he's vaping and just chilling up there by
He
himself.
would vape.
He's also doing lines.
I mean, we're not talking scripts, people.
Yeah, we're not talking. Yeah. Non-fentanyl lines.
Well, no. He's getting the
There's
highest
no
quality.
fentanyl in
No,
what
oh my
he's
God.
doing. So basically, and my buddy just tells me he was like, the dude just fucking sat up there doing blow, drinking champagne, smoking his vape. He's like, you could just see him just chilling. And he asked, because of course there's like somebody up there just like, I'm here for anything you
Right,
need,
check in.
Mr. DiCaprio. And I guess at one point he just started like requesting that some of the Victoria's Secret models who were like in like the wings and the whole bit.
The garb.
Yeah, they're not like just there off hours. They're
course.
like working.
Right.
He's telling them to send them up like one at a time. And they're all going up there. They're up there for like 5-10 minutes, and then they leave. And then he asks for like another one to come up. And he's like, this is happening all night. And he's like, I don't get what's going on. And he's like, and then one of the girls was like getting a drink at the bar, and she was like kind of like upset. And he's like, oh, what's going on? And she told him, my friend, this dude I knew.
Here we go.
She told him that he was just up there, like I said, drinking, doing blow, and like bring him up there and just being like, you know, you're not as hot as you think you are.
No shot.
Just being like, just like making fun of them, like busting their balls.
No way.
Yes, like not like hook up with me, don't jerk me off, nothing. It would be like you're just sitting there doing drugs and being like, send up another one. I'm gonna make fun of another one of these hot bitches, and then just having them come up there and just ripping on them, and then being like, all right, get out of here.
How much do you have to fuck? To be like, I fuck so much. Just bring them up. I'm gonna roast them.
I'm not even trying to fuck them.
Do you want us to talk to roasting them? No, I'm just gonna fucking. I have material in all of them. Yeah, just bring them. Just tell me which one, because I have a page on all of them.
Bro,
just bring it up.
One at a time.
Yo, that's insane.
Insane. And when I heard that story, I was like, what else do you do when you're that rich and famous? Like that. Of all the things I hear rich people do, shooting a rhino for the horn.
Sense.
No, but you're saying that does make sense?
Yeah, if you're that rich, yeah.
That doesn't do it for me though. Like that.
You're not that rich.
Right, but that's what I'm saying is, of all the rich things I hear rich people do, like killing lions, fucking all this, spending money on like a bottle of champagne you can't afford. How about just like a good bag of blow, a vape pen, and making fun of some models? Bro, I could get so into that. That's my world.
That's why he's such a good business person. He's like, no, the overhead, too much on the rhino trip.
Fuck that.
Bring the models up, I'm just going to fucking roast them.
Yeah, dude. I mean, he's not even like Saudi Arabian Prince Rich. No, so like he is classless next to bringing it back to the class stuff.
Right.
I mean, what he's doing to me, classy. I mean, classy in the trashiest way. But I'm just like,
right.
If you're gonna be trashy and rich, that's the way to fucking do it. Because it's funny. You're like, I mean, yeah, maybe it's not nice. You're making fun of them. It's like, you know, they're all getting paid. So, and you're walking around in a bra and undies and stilettos or whatever. Like, I don't know. Like, to me, I'm just like, fuck yeah. I could totally see myself doing that if I'm that rich.
I just hope
not shooting a lion. I don't know.
No, I understand what you're saying there. I just hope he I don't hope, but it would be funny if he did thorough research before the girls came up. Like they come up and he'd be like, "Oh yeah, you're from South Africa? Yeah, you sound stupid. All right, bring the next one then." You bring the next one. Oh no, whatever. I don't even care. You sound fucking dumb. All right, here we go.
What's great about this story, if it's true, this is all hearsay. What's great about this story though is if it's true, this dude later went on to speak at the UN. Like they gave him the floor.
Well, what I learned from the Epstein stuff is that the world runs off fucking disgusting people. I love it. It's fun. You want it to be run by boring people that care? No, it's fun this way.
But there's something beautiful. Again, if this is true, there's something beautiful about this story that it's mean, but it's not detrimental in the way that Epstein's like taking like underage women to Little St. James to blackmail politicians and high-powered people. Like Leonardo DiCaprio's like, to your point, I've had so much pussy and I'm so like famous and rich and just like dark and like whatever. I'm just gonna make fun of you on my birthday because that's what I want for my birthday.
What happens if it comes out that Epstein, they're like, no, he never sexually assaulted these kids.
He just berated them.
He just roasted them. And you would be like, is that illegal?
We find out that Little St. James is one of the biggest comedy clubs that no one's ever been to.
It's like when the alley-oop was invented. Yeah. People are like, wait, is that illegal? What's going on?
How How many steps can you take? Is that Jordan rules?
Can someone call the Supreme Court? Can you roast kids? Is that allowed?
Can you abduct a kid to... Okay, we'll get it with abducting, but he did... They did go homes, a lot of them. So where did we lie on this?
Yes, they gave shoulder massages, but they roasted them during the shoulder massage. Does that check out? Is this good? It's with parental consent. I don't even know what's going on here.
We find out as this Ghislaine Maxwell case is going on that like later in the case they start revealing like the basement club with like the lights and the stage, like pictures of Little St. James.
Chris Tucker was there.
Wait, was he really?
Oh yeah, Chris Tucker was one of the big people that always win.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I've never heard his name get thrown around.
He's in every video.
Oh,
not every video.
Because you watch the cable stuff. See, I don't watch that stuff.
Oh yeah,
because I only just hear about like. So wait, who are some other like underdog people that I have not heard mentioned? Because it's always Clinton, Gates. Who the fuck is the other guy? But I've never heard Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker always there.
I
mean, I'm sure. Should we Google
a list of people who have been to Little St. James? Could you imagine we find out we get some names on there like the woman who did Lamb Chop, like the puppet.
I don't even know what. Lamb Chop the puppet
from PBS, the Lamb Chop lady
with Epstein,
Trump, obviously.
Here are all the people from Business Insider, so not the best list, but. Yeah, we know.
Just give us a list.
Right, just want a list.
Just a hard list.
Yeah, we know Bill Clinton was there. Give me a list.
Spacey? Is that as in Kevin Spacey?
Oh, yeah, Kevin Spacey. This isn't going to work out with Business Insider.
Yeah, dude. That's... I can't believe that the Ghislaine Maxwell thing isn't like a bigger deal. I wish it was like on like TV.
Well, here's the thing. It is that big of a deal, and no one wants to talk about it.
They're not talking about it.
Because like, to me, these channels are a part of it.
Dude, man, this is something I've recently found out. I started listening to like non-bipartisan news, like paying because I'm so like I want to know more about the news, but I don't want to.
Breaking points?
Yes.
Yeah.
You do Breaking Points?
I subscribe.
Same here.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. So, dude, I didn't know that all this shit. Shots out to Crystal and Sagar. I didn't know that all these reporters and stuff were like in bed with the politicians. And this whole changing of the guard of like how like journalists used to be like anti-establishment no matter who you are, and like now it's pretty much become like that story about what's her name covering up RGB.
Right?
Fucking, what did she say? Something about, like, how the Black Lives Matter thing is bullshit or whatever?
No, she was basically saying, like, she understands Black Lives Matter, but I think you're taking it a little bit over the edge.
Yes, right. And that
with it?
Which is something RGB could have been crucified for.
Oh, my God.
And what's her name covered it up.
Yep.
Who am I talking about?
Forgot what her name is.
She was, like, on Good Morning America, whatever the fuck her name is. But
Stephen Hawking was on... Little St. James.
Stop it.
He was pictured attending a barbecue at Epstein's Little Great St. James Island. Oh my God, that would have been a whole thing to get him off the plane. Bro. Imagine like the plane lands and it's taking like an hour to get him off, and they're like, who possibly could that be? And it's Stephen Hawking's the guy that comes off the plane. And you're like, is that fucking Stephen Hawking?
I mean, okay, here's the thing with Stephen Hawking, right? Obviously, he probably had like private
Katie Couric.
Katie Couric, yes, that's the one who covered up RGB. Dude, do you think when they bring like a guy, like obviously Stephen Hawking probably takes like a private jet, but do you think that like when Stephen Hawking, like someone who's in Stephen Hawking's position, when they get on a normal plane, like do you think that they just like put his like remote control like thing like underneath the plane and they just like pick him up and like put his like little like crippled body in a seat, or do they like make him like parallel park that thing inside the plane? with like bungee cords.
I
Like,
think
how did they do that?
No, I think you have to like, especially then. What was it? The early 2000s. You have to parallel park it into a situation.
Oh,
But you have to be good at it by then.
I don't.
And I think he had access with his. He had like 2 fingers that worked. I have no.
Bro, he did a
evidence of
lot
this.
for a dude who couldn't move. He did a lot of stuff.
He did a lot
Wait,
of stuff.
he wasn't born that way, right?
No.
That's a mind fuck.
I think he had ALS.
Oh, it was a disease he had.
I'm pretty sure.
Dude, the willpower. And,
This is the most. It takes me fucking 3 tequila sodas to start using fucking my computer. I've had this available the whole time.
This is where like when doing like obviously I have a podcast too. Like my friend Asher and I who
Yeah,
we
he
do
had
with-
ALS.
He did. Fuck,
Yeah.
that's fucked. We always talk about it's like when you're googling shit, you're like, hell yeah, I could Google shit, but you're also like, it's little things in life. When I wish I could just have a producer, like your own, like just be like, hey, pull that up.
Oh, yeah,
real
that would've
quick,
been nice to
And then
have.
we could just keep talking, and then they got to pull it up, and now one of us got to. God, we'll get there. We're gonna get there.
We'll get there. We'll wrap it up. So let's sum it up. Stephen Hawking had ALS. He was on Epstein's Island.
That's wild.
That's wild.
Do you think when he like laughed at the roasting, he just had to be like, huh?
I didn't.
Yeah, because he can't emote.
Unless he was a fucking regular guy and he like was in the chair and then it landed and he just hopped up. He's like, nah, fuck that
Yeah,
shit,
he gets up.
bitches."
Yeah, suck it, you little 16-year-old. Yeah, yeah, he's doing these DJing.
Fucking Stephen Hawking in the mix.
He's sampling his own voice box.
Black holes.
Black holes. Yeah.
This is fun.
Yeah, this is fun.
All right, we're podding people. All right.
It's a podcast.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, we're done.
Bye.